Yama-guri, or warm chestnut. It's a beautiful warm chocolate coloured ink by Iroshizuku, which is a Pilot ink. It's a lovely free-flowing ink. It's wonderful for use in fountain pens. I've had absolutely no trouble with any of the Pilot inks. I have used a considerable range of them and they're all a joy. They clean easily out of the pens if you're wanting to change colours. They're intermixable, which is fabulous. I've put dessert spoonfuls of the ink out into palettes and painted with them straight from the palettes, intermixing the colours as I go, and they blend superbly. It's a shading ink. That means the transition from the dark tones to the lighter tones. It's quite lovely. I find as I thin it out with water, it becomes warmer. It takes on a red violet undertone when it's thinned out, but a lovely dark rich chocolate brown when it's put on heavy. Now I'm working again with a Lamy Studio fountain pen, and this one is a gold nib, and it's a fine nib because I'm putting in extremely fine lines. The secret of a good artwork sometimes is what you don't do. It is so easy to overwork a painting, and at this stage I feel like I've captured my dog Tessa's personality just with the black and grey lines that I already have in, and I'd originally planned to put in several other colours. I'm into the middle tones now so you can see colour, so I actually hesitated before I came in and put this chocolate brown tone and the lighter tones where I thin it down with water, because really there's nothing more to achieve if you're just simply after capturing the dog's personality. It's already there, so you have to ask yourself, what does the painting need? And if it doesn't need anything, you don't need to do more. But I'm carrying on because I want to demonstrate a few more ink colours to you, and this one is, as I said, featuring this lovely Yama-guri ink. There are a lot of artists who almost specialise in just doing their artwork with this one ink, and you really couldn't go wrong because you can get almost as dark as black where you put it on heavy, and you can bring it down very lightly with either very fine strokes or using water with it. So you could do a painting going from the darkest dark through to the lightest light, leaving the paper as the lightest light, just using this one ink, and have a very satisfying artwork. As I said, Yama-guri, you can't go wrong with that particular ink in your collection. I'm working on the Artistico Fabriano watercolour paper, which is 640 gram. It's a rough texture, it's a cold press, and really beautiful to work with. It's 100% cotton, acid free, so it's archival quality, would last a lifetime. Keep your fingers off your work if you can. A lot of artists will use tissue paper to blot watercolour paper, and wood pulp is an acid paper. So what's the point of having an acid-free paper, paying a lot of money for the very best, and then blotting it with an acid paper or putting your fingers all over your work? You completely destroy the acid-free aspect of your paper if you don't treat it with respect. So if you're going to blot, use an acid-free cloth, 100% cotton, fabric that's been washed without alkaline wash. Just use water, something neutral, and you can use that to blot your work if you need to. The paper here is very absorbent and, as I said, really lovely to work with. I'm trying to leave a little bit of light sparkling in these eyes. The whites of the eyes are never white because the eye socket is in recess, so the eye is in shadow. So your white, what we call the whites of the eye, never leave them completely white. You may have some stark white where there's a highlight. In the next stage of this painting, I'm going to be demonstrating petrichor, which is a troublemaker ink, one I particularly like, and then I'll be demonstrating a Jacques Herbin Amber de Baltique ink. So please subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to. Let me know what you would like to see me demonstrate. Tess and I will see you in the next video. Happy creativity!